guys? I'm Bruce Jimmy and we are back with some more Naruto online, and today we're going to be doing a how to build a team for Win guide today. Before we start, if you guys haven't checked out my how to build a fire main team, just check the top up there, click that link, it'll take you to how to build a fire team. Also, it will give you a link to my reaction channel if you guys would like to subscribe to my reaction channel, which I am reacting to My Hero Academia. Just watched the best episode I ever watched the other day. I posted it. Just go check out that channel. So we're going to be doing Win main, and we're going to be building a team for her. We're going to start off with beginner teams you can use and beginner characters you can use. Then we're going to go with mid-game characters, and then characters you should try to aim for towards the end and start getting their frags, or at least starting getting their frags now. When they come up in events, get 1 or 2 here and there until you get to around, you know, level 90 and 100. Maybe you'll be so close to getting their frags, and maybe you save up coupons and you can just straight out buy them there. So let's get right into this guide. So first, like always, you start off with this team, the Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke team. Like I said, it's a pretty good team in the beginning because Naruto is a great tank. He also puts shadow clones down. He only plus 1 shadow clone down. You'll have to get his frags to level him up so you can get this Naruto, so you can put, you know, 3 shadow clones down. And all these 3 characters also has breakthroughs, so which makes them a lot better as well. Once you get their breakthrough, Sasuke has the best breakthroughs. Sakura has the weakest. You can say somewhat Naruto has the weakest too, but Naruto's okay. And then with Win main is great with Naruto because she also put clones down, which Naruto puts 3 and she also puts 3. So once you have the whole field constantly filled up with clones blocking standard attacks from your opponent. So if you put either like this stance, Naruto will still take damage because he's still in like this slot, but there are all the rest of the slots. People who's in the first slot or the 3rd slot will be attacking these clones, and they'll protect Sakura. Or you can do something like this, which you could put Naruto here, which you will always constantly have clones in the front, have her Rasengan, have her clones on, and you keep constantly putting clones up to block standard attacks in the beginning. Like I said, in the beginning of the game, standard attacks matter more in the beginning of the game more than late game, because in the beginning of the game you really don't have that much stats right now, so you'll take a little bit more damage. Mysteries still hurt, and you can take a lot of damage from standard attacks in the beginning. If you have clones, you basically block everything, so you don't really take any damage from the standard attack. So you're basically only taking damage from mysteries. And then when you want to upgrade this team, like I always say, Kimimaro is always a great choice. You can replace Naruto with Kimimaro if you want, or you can replace Sasuke, have 2 tanks, or you can replace Sakura. I did think I mentioned last video, you can always replace it with this Sakura, but this is more of a mid-game Sakura, or Kabuto, or even Ino. Ino's not as a great healer, but she does add CC to the team in the beginning. You can start chaosing people, and when people are chaos, they attack their opponents, their own characters, so it can help out. And she also heals, but her heals are nowhere near Sakura. You can start replacing these teams with some Win characters that's in the beginning. I recommend trying to get Gaara if you can. He costs $5. This is the only money I ever spent in this game. It's $5. He costs $5. You can get him. Let me go to my one account. I think he's still here. The daily thing right here. $5. You just put I think $1 in every day, and you can recharge him, and you get him at 4 stars. So you get a 4-star Gaara in the beginning, which helps a lot against other beginner players. And you can get Gaara, and you can replace Sasuke, and then you can have Naruto, Gaara, Win main, which Gaara will boost the Win team because Naruto's Win main's Win, and he gives Win a 40% increase to attack in ninjutsu to Win type users, which he has. And then you can replace Sakura with someone better. If you can keep her, she does a good heal for now. You can replace her with a better healer, or you can add in another Win user like Mari, which gives you 20 chakra in the beginning of the battle, so it helps out, you know, you have some chakra if you want to use 2 mysteries in the first round. I think she can use her mystery in the first. I'm not sure. And it also increases the ninjutsu and taijutsu attributes with full life of this unit. She's not the best Tamari. There's more better Tamaris, which I will get to that. Or you can even replace her with Kankuro, which I like using Kankuro because this is another character you will add a puppet to the field. So you'll constantly have clones everywhere, and you'll have a puppet. Sometimes some of the characters won't be able to lay down their clones because the field will be filled up, but you'll always have something on the field to block standard attacks. So this is a good annoying team in the beginning because these people cannot kill your get to your characters, which Naruto's pretty tanky. Gaara cannot be comboed, so he's pretty tanky, and you have clones everywhere. And then you can just start trying to do, his Rasengan or Wind Shuriken if you can get it. You need, I think, 2 units on the field to do Wind Shuriken, 2 clones. And Gaara, you can use his mystery, then you use his barrier, then use his mystery. You use Kankuro's mystery, or you can just keep putting up his puppet up if you can. Or you can just switch it up and use some different talents for Wind Main. So you could just use Giant Rasengan for more damage, or you use Hurricane to, I think this is blinds. Yeah, blinds 2 units. And you can have this wind style on to boost your wind more. You can have the Shadow Clone one, and you can probably take this one off, and you probably could put this one, Wind Dance. Wind Dance buff units in a line in a row. You do something like this, then you have Kankuro puppet in front of Gaara. Naruto will put 3 clones out. He would try to put 3 clones out, but I think he will only put 2 because Naruto is taking up the space. And you can do something like this. You will buff up these three units back here. Gaara will use his barrier, buff up these 3 units. She will also have her clones down, and then you can try to use his mystery if you have enough chakra, which I don't think you will have enough chakra. So I'll think replacing Gaara and putting Naruto there. And then you definitely have enough to use Naruto because you get 40 chakra in the second round, and then third round you can use Gaara, and you also have their mysteries as well if you can choose. But these are good characters you can use. But if you cannot get Gaara because he's $5, or you have to piece them together, which I think you can get him out of the Konoha treasure. You can get here once. So once you unlock this, I recommend keep going for his frags. You can get 5 a day. Go. They only cost survival trial points, ninja points they call it now. So you keep getting his frags until you unlock him. You unlock him at level 30. You can get his smaller kid form, and then you can level him up to level 3, which he'll turn into the regular teen Gaara, which he'll get different mystery and different abilities. I do recommend going for that. Once you unlock that collection, definitely go for that and start working on his frags. Or if you like I said, if you can't get him, you can use Kushimaru here. He's a strong tank. He does high float to repulse, he poison, and every time he gets attacked, his defense and resistance goes up. So he's pretty tanky. He's a tank. He doesn't really do that much damage, but he's a great tank. He doesn't buff up your team like Gaara does, but he does get tankier and tankier, and you just need an extra tank. And you can just buff him with Wind Main and give him a wind buff. Or you can replace, Kankuro with this guy right here. I forgot his name. Baki. He boosts Wind's ninja's attribute by 12%. It says increase the ninjutsu of each unit with nin attribute from your team by 12%. So you can also give this another buff right here. Or if you did get Gaara, you can put Gaara back, and then you have all these buffs buffing up, Naruto. Either Naruto or Gaara or whoever you replace. Or you can unlock Asuma right here, the normal one for the beginning. He's not great mid or late game. He does damage. If you can have a lot of chakra, if you're able to unlock, which I don't think you'll be able to unlock until like level 80, but once you get this right here, because when you chase you get 15% chakra. If you can keep chasing and have over 100 chakra, and you use his mystery and you have over 70 chakra, he will constantly he'll refresh. So you can use his mystery every round if you have over 70 chakra, but you won't be able to get that until level 80. So that's more of a mid game, but he is a good character for the beginning. He gives you 20 chakra in the start of the battle, and the more ninjutsu he has, the more chakra he has, it increases his ninjutsu and his combo rate as well. So he works well at having chakra. And you can use Orochimaru, which he also has a breakthrough as well, which is pretty darn good, which I have him fully breakthrough. If you see there, he can chase 2 times. He increases his attack damage by 15%. It's a high chance of causing a repulse. And when he kills a unit with his mystery, so his opponent's really low, which uses mystery, he'll kill them and he'll instantly get his mystery back, just like Asuma. Except Asuma relies on having 70 chakra. This one, you just have to use his mystery, kill them with the mystery, and you'll get your mystery back. But Orochimaru, when he dies, he needs a hidden sound ninja to come back to life. So that means you can like take out that guy and put Ushimaru right here, which he can just be a sacrifice for Orochimaru so he can stay alive, and he's still a good tank. Or you can just use Sasuke. You can replace him with Sasuke. Sasuke is he's already a great character, period, because of all the chases he has. And if Orochimaru dies, he'll sacrifice Sasuke to come back to life, and because Sasuke is a curse mark ninja, I think he's hidden sound as well. Yes, he also is hidden sound. So that's what teams you can build with Windmane, but this is mostly like win teams. If you want to put like a lot of win teams together, you can use this. But if you just want to use just any character you want to use, you know, instead of just all win, like I always say, Hinata is still one good character you can use in the beginning. Rock Lee is a great character. Try to get breakthrough. Rock Lee to me is he's the best character to break through, so I definitely recommend going for Rock Lee if you can. Guy is also a good character you can get in the beginning. If you just want to add a character to the team, when Guy is on the battlefield, each unit will heal themselves for 25%. So while you're doing damage, he will heal your team for 25%. So if you put him with Rock Lee, you can also put him on the team with Rock Lee, and Naruto can protect them with clones. So as your Windmane can protect them with clones and then auto attack damage. If you would like to do that with Windmane, if it's a character you want. Shino and Kiba, I do not recommend you use in the beginning of the game, because there's even at the beginning of the game they're even trash. they're weak at the beginning of the game as well. Ino you can use. She's not the greatest either, but she does bring CC to the team. But a person, for her to chase, somebody has to be asleep or immobiled. So you can use Shikamaru, who also does that. Not this Shikamaru. You get the other Shikamaru, which I recommend you can use. He immobiles people, which brings CC to the team, and she will chaos them and make them attack their own units. So now let's go to the mid game, which characters you should get and what teams you can use. We're gonna go back to the win team. Once you get to the mid game, you could kind of replace Gaara with Kazekage Gaara. But this Gaara you can only get out of, you can get him out of the treasure, or you can get his frags when you unlock it. You get his frags here, you can sweep and you can keep getting his frags every day to unlock him that way, or you can just pull him out of the treasure. Basically, you get to do an upgraded version of the team you just did with Kankuro and all that. You can put Kankuro, Great Ninja or Kankuro, if you could get him out of the treasure. I think you can also get his frags out of the collection, Baikage collection. Which this Kankuro is a lot better than the other Kankuro, because his mystery is way better than this Kankuro's mystery. He'll cause a combo every time with his puppet. If his puppet's up, his puppet will always cause a combo with his standard attack. That's why I like his puppet. So same thing with Naruto. I forgot to explain that. Naruto will always, if he has clones up, his standard attack will always cause a combo. When you have a shadow clone, your standard attack will be replaced by a combo attack. Naruto and the shadow clones, this attack causes. Same thing with Kankuro. He also has the same thing. It will cause a low flow with ignition. You can take Naruto out, and you can put Great Ninja or Temari in here if you would like to replace this. There are other Temaris you can't get that is also really good, but this is a really good Temari as well. Every time this unit releases a mystery or chase, he increases her ninjutsu by 20%. You can do something like this with Gaara, Kankuro, Temari, and Windmane, and just use Wind to buff them. Or you can even go this to make Temari and your Windmane immune, and maybe you can go with this to make either Temari stronger, or you can use more clones and more chakra if you get to the 80 part. This is where you get to the to unlock all your talents and your mysteries. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention a great team to use in a beginning for a beginner as well. Let me just go do that real quick before I continue this. This team right here is a great team for beginners to use in the beginning of the game, especially because Kurenai has definitely got some extreme buffs with her breakthroughs. I definitely recommend getting Kurenai. She works in any team, and she can put a shield on your characters, and she brings CC to the team. When she chases, she does chaos, or when she standard attacks, she has a chance of doing chaos as well. Same thing with Hinata. She just brings, you know, acupuncture when she chases. Then you have Colleen, where she brings poison to the team. But this is a great team. This is the team I used to use in the beginning of the game. It's an old team, it's an old staple team that people used to use with Hinata. And when you combo this team, you can use the high float repost, or you can use the cat, because even though Hinata's in the front row, like I said, this is the beginning of the game. Standard attacks are crazy, so you can block all those standard attacks. Then you can use Wind Main, and you have your immunity on, so they can't, you know, they can't CC you unless they have suppression. But in the beginning of the game, they won't have a character. There's no character that does suppression in the beginning of the game unless they spin to buy a character that does that. So they won't do anything to you. So you're immune, and you buff up a woman character that makes them immune. You can use your mystery, which will do repost to knockdown, knockdown to knockdown. Then she'll do knockdown to repost to knockdown, knockdown to high float, which you can get the summoning, which I recommend this summoning high float to repost, and then repost to knockdown with your Wind Main again. And that's a combo you can get. You'll get her 10-hit combo, you'll get some CC, you'll get acupuncture on the person, and you still have her shield for backup and stuff like that. So to me, this is a really good team if you would like to use this in the beginning. All right, and then you can just replace this Hinata right there. And you could also replace Colleen with someone else that chases knockdown to high float. That's a woman character as well. Or you can make a combo with a different character. Instead of knockdown to high float, you just go reposes, stuff like that. So you could get, maybe, she's also a good character if you want to put her in a all women team, but she buff Akatsuki units. You can use Shizune if you don't have Colleen, which you should have Colleen, but Shizune also works. She does high float, and she increases healing a lot more, and she also does poison as well. You replace him with a regular Neji, put him over here, and you can acupuncture and disrupt some character that's trying to use his mystery. But you also have Hinata that does that as well. She also attacks 3 times if you have Great Ninja War Hinata, or you can get a Great Ninja War Neji. If you break through regular Neji, he's better than Great Ninja War Neji because he's tankier, but he basically does the exact same thing as Great Ninja War Neji, better. And you do something like this as well. Now for mid game, like I was saying, you use, you know, the guard team that I just showed you. You also use Konan, which you can break through her, which makes her a lot better as well. She buffs Akatsuki members. Only win a Akatsuki member if you can get is a Trader Orochimaru if you want him, or you can use regular Orochimaru with her, and then you can just find another Akatsuki member to put in that slot. Which I do recommend. The Pains are great mid-game characters to get if you get them. They're all easy to get. You just have to go to the collection to get them. This guy, he is great. I forgot to mention him for the Fire Main. He's way better with the Fire Main because you can buff him. You can buff him with Konan, and you can get another character with a barrier and buff him as well. And he does a lot of damage with his mystery. And it'll interrupt somebody and it'll do a lot of damage, and it also ignites. He chases 2 times. But he also fits in this team as well because he gets buffed by Konan. Get a long combo out of him. You can just replace some of these characters to get a long combo out. You can also just do a straight Pain team if you like. Pain works with any character. Replace Konan, or you can keep Konan. All the Pains buff each other up with their Rinnegan down there. So this one gives 40% attack. This one gives combo, and this one gives 60% resistance. So they all buff each other up. Wind Main in here, whatever her chases are, you can just switch her chases up to make this fit. So you can use something like that if you will like. You also can try to get these Naruto. This one you should be getting this Naruto free. They should have given you this free. If hopefully if you're starting the game in the future and you just started, you might not have this character, but eventually you might get this character for free and you can get his frags. But I don't recommend going for it. But you also get Windblade Asuma. He's also awesome for win teams. He is it significantly increases your ninjutsu and attack if you have full life. So he's basically good for right in the beginning of the round. So if you know you're faster and you can do some damage, he's great to use. Sage Naruto is great if you can get him. You can get his frag. You can get his frag down here. I think you have to use group points. I think. Yeah, you have to use group points. So if you want to use your group points to get Sage Naruto instead of power, it's up to you. He is okay, but eventually he'll get breakthroughs in the future, and he is a great character for mid game. He's not great for late game anymore. So you can get Sage Naruto if you would like to use him as well. Fuguki, I recommend getting. He's a great ninja to get in the beginning. You'll use him for any team, like a 10-hit combo team in the beginning. I don't think there's that many 10-hit combo win characters. There's Tamari, she does 20-hit combo, and Orochimaru helps get to 10-hit combo easier, but there's not that many. Oh yeah, if you can get Raz, but I do not recommend pulling the treasure. Just hopefully you pull him in a free draw like I did. He also does 20-hit combo. I don't think that there's that many people that does 20-hit combo, but for a win team. But you can just go to combo and you can use Fuguki, but that works for every team game or every main character. All right, now let's talk about characters you should try to get their frags of and go for. Now let's see if there's any. Look at the win characters. Now Joni Minato is a great character for win main. I definitely recommend you going for it to try to get. He can be boosted by her, and you can get somebody with a win barrier to boost her as well. Gaara, you use Gaara, he boosts his win, and I think he also boosts else. No, he just boosts his win. Never mind. I thought Kazekage boosted more than just attribute, but he boosts his win, so you can use him with Kazekage Gaara or a regular Gaara. There's a lot of Naruto characters you definitely want to go for. Kurama is one you could get if you pull in that treasure in the future. Orochimaru, they're giving you free this month if you're watching this video and you're just starting. 5 Kage Summit Tamari is a okay one as well if you don't have Great Ninja War, or if you want to use this one. This one is a great character as well to go with Winming, because she also increases male ninjas defenses and resistance, so she helps out male ninjas, so he would get tankier. For Tokage Minato, I recommend getting. Angel Conan, Angel Conan recommend getting as well as this Conan. Definitely recommend you could try to get in the future Minato, Edo Tensei Minato, or 6 halves Naruto. I definitely recommend as well. Kishimaru I recommend as well because he has immobile. He's just a substitute. To me, he's a substitute version of Joni Minato, except he just doesn't dodge. And also hot-blooded habanero Kushina. She's super strong. She works well with wind main or water main, but she works well with wind main as well. Even regular Kushina, but I don't recommend getting her. This regular Kushina. This is the best Kushina. You can also get the Jinchuriki Fu. I don't recommend that one, but this one, if you pull in the Jinchuriki treasure, he's great for Jinchuriki. So if you have a Sage Naruto on your team, or any kind of Naruto, regular Naruto, if you have this character, he will give your character an extra standard attack, a Jinchuriki character. She puts people to sleep, so she will work well with Ino if you have Ino on your team. But I recommend going for that. Let's look at all the characters I just recommend going for now. Madara, if you can get Madara, I recommend trying to get him. I got Ambu Itachi is good for any team. He's great. He boosts Sasuke and Chi doesn't like that, but he doesn't boost any wins, but he's just good for any team for combos, and he's just a great character. Chiriku is a great character. You can get him for free. I mostly talked about all the characters that you should get in the beginning of the game. Shisui you should get at the beginning of the game. I think he boosts win ninjas as well. I think Inoki also boosts win ninjas as well. So Inoki is a great character if you want a barrier ninja. Sakuras are always good to get. Sakuras, if you can try to get them late game. Kisame is good to get in the late game. Grudgemo Kakazu is good for late game. Edo Tensei Itachi I recommend getting. He's a good character to get as well. Masked Man. Mask off. Mask off. Masked Man's good. Kushina, like I said. Kishimaru. Those are the characters I recommend you try to get late game. And that's going to be it for the guide, guys. Hopefully this helps you out as Winmain to build a team for Winmain. Different teams you can use in the beginning of the game, mid game, and then late game. Those are the characters I recommend you try to go for and get. Like I said in the beginning, check at the top of this, at the top up there, you can see fire mains, how to build a fire main team. You also can check out my reaction channel, which I reacted to the best episode of My Hero Academia I ever seen. If you want to go check that out on my reaction channel up there as well. I will also put a poll up there. You guys will, what character you would like me to do next, water main, lightning main, or earth main. Let me know in the comment section and vote on the poll as well. Before we go, let's try to get to 5,000 subscribers. That's our goal. If you guys enjoy, hit that like button. If you did not, hit that like button. Anyway, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I said Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I see you in a